Hello, students. This is Mrs. Bertuso coming to you live from my garden. And I have someone to help me with class today. I'd like you to meet my dog. This is Sophie. Isn't she cute? She's going to help me talk a little bit about some things in my garden that I think that all of us should know about, because whenever we use herbs to cook, everything can be really, really tasty without using a lot of salt. So let's get started, and we're going to look at the first thing that Sophie is sitting right next to. Come on over here, Sophie. All right, we're going to look at some rosemary. This rosemary right here is blooming right now, and it has a very beautiful purple blue bloom. And to use rosemary fresh out of the garden, we would just take a pair of scissors and snip a little bit of it off and take it inside, and then you can take these outer pieces off and use them, or you can use them whole as a kind of a garnish to make your plate look pretty. Now, this stuff smells really good if you just rub it on your hands and then sniff it later, but it can be used to spice up a lot of different things like pork that you make in your kitchen. All right. Now, that's one kind of rosemary. I do have another kind over here. Come on, let's follow Sophie over here to this other side. And she's going to show us, there it is, the creeping rosemary. See how it's all spread out? That's why they call it creeping. Okay, so that's rosemary. So in another part of my garden, I'd like to show you a different kind of herb. Sophie, can you come and sit right here by this herb? Yes. This is called oregano. And you've probably heard of oregano. You can clip this and use it to make spaghetti sauce and put it on your pizza. And it's very delicious like that. And you can use it to spice up whole bunches of dishes that we like to make at our house. Now, the oregano here will get a lot taller than this. And I'm going to get a little closer so you can see what this looks like. And then you can clip it off in bunches. And last year I dried it and put it in jars so that I could use it over the winter. It was delicious then as well. So, be looking for some oregano. It is a spring plant that only comes up when it starts to get a little warmer in the spring, and then this stuff will go crazy over the summer. All right, let's go to our last one over here. This is called lavender. Now, it's not looking as good as it could right now because it's kind of just waking up this spring. But pretty soon, probably around May, this particular plant will be loaded with beautiful lavender blooms, which can be cut and dried and used. And basically, lavender is a little different herb because we use it to help us sleep better sometimes. If you crush it up and put it next to your pillow. You can also use it in a tea. And lots of people use it just as an aroma in their room to help them feel a little calmer. So lavender is a wonderful, wonderful thing. If you ever go to the country of France, you will see lavender in huge fields everywhere. And they use lavender a lot in what they cook and drink. So that is our say a goodbye, and so would I. And what I would like for you to do as you are there at home, hopefully having some fun with your family and learning some other things besides health, is to maybe think about the herbs that we talked about today and be looking in your yards or in other folks' yards for these particular herbs and smell them and feel them and see what they smell like when you put them on your hands. So, I will see you next week for another quick lesson in health. Until then, I say, and so does my friend Sophie. Say bye, Sophie.